tutorial, we're going to take a look at how we can use delay plugin to fatten a sound. Basically, the principle behind this is if you lower the delay time to 30 milliseconds or below, the human ear and how it interacts with the brain, it can't really comprehend the delay that's going on. So basically, it just fattens the sound in the mix. Now we're just going to look at an example on its own here, just using a snare sample. But this is something that you would want to incorporate in your entire mix, but I just want to show you the process so that you can hear how it sounds when it's on its own, and then you can incorporate that into your own project. So I've just got a snare sample loaded right here. And then what I've done is on the first send channel here, I have the delay 2 plugin set up, and it's just on the default, so I'll let you hear that. And as it's playing, I'm going to make some adjustments here to the time. We're going to bring this down to below 30 milliseconds, and I'll play around with it so you can hear the different sounds that it's going to make. And then also, the key in making this work is, and you can do this with this plugin, you need to pan the delay to another area. So in this case, we're going to pan the delay off to the right. So basically, you've got the sound coming through the center, or we can actually even put that in the left, and then we'll put the actual delay coming through the right. So again, I'll play this, and you'll see what I'm talking about as I play it. So you can hear how that kind of fattened the sound a little bit. You have to be really careful, because if you're not paying attention to, where the controls are and everything, you can get a phasing or flanger kind of effect, because basically that's all a phaser or a flanger is. It's just a lot of small, little tiny delays in succession. So again, you have to be careful, with the adjustment of your time and everything, and also your feedback level. You saw how when I turned it all the way up out of the right speaker, we just had this continuous delay that kept feeding back into itself. So you got to be careful not to go overboard with that as well. But again, using this technique, panning the delay to one side or the other, or maybe panning the original sample or instrument or whatever to one side or the other, and then panning the delay with a very short delay time to the other side, can actually end up kind of stretching the sound across the sonic spectrum in between the speakers. So definitely play around with it and use it sparingly. Also, keep in mind that when you're mixing, and we'll go over this a little bit in the mixing tutorial, that when you're using this kind of an effect, basically you're taking up room within the sonic spectrum. So you don't want to overdo it, because then it's going to take up too much space and everything is going to get muddled. So use it sparingly, but it's definitely a handy tool to have. So I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.